Hello fellow crafters and welcome to maxdmcrafting. Today a different video, guys. I received this pack from Fantasy Labyrinth. Actually, I want to test one of their new product. This is a townhouse, the big version, guys. It's a MDF model and I want to put it together with you. I want to customize the model and show how these simple models can be great on the tabletop gaming. I can't wait to open the box, so let's crack on. Come, have a look. I'm already impressed by the tremendous amount of details that I already can see here. And also I'm impressed by the love that Giuliano Palladini put in this packaging. Oh my god, this is so well done. Look at that, my god, the texture on the wood is unbelievably good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my god, 6 panels, okay? Let me check immediately the scale. Yes, Giuliano did a great job. This is a 1-inch grid. It is actually good for every possible tabletop game. I want to check immediately other stuff, for example the scale. This is Lord of the Rings stuff. Yeah, it fits perfectly. Let me check a door. It's a good way to understand the scale. I think this is a dungeon door. Yeah, it's a beautiful scale. Look at that. Great job, Giuliano. They are a little bigger, but yeah, look at that. They are all openable stuff, windows and doors. Very nicely done. I like it very much. Okay. So my aim is to put it together, okay, and then understand if we want to add some details, to change, for example, the roof, because you can see that basically we have just engraved shingles. Maybe we can do better here. And also I don't like this brick pattern. Maybe we can use it on the other side for avoid this, so we can just cover it. I think you can use it on the both sides. Okay, yeah, a great start. Fantasy Labyrinth also sent me a video tutorial that I want to check now. I want to follow a little bit this tutorial, but as already I've seen, this suggests you to paint before all the pieces, but this ain't gonna happen. But I want to keep it separated, okay? So, quality of the cuts is unbelievable. These are steps, okay? And we just put aside the leftover, as usual. Just be careful not to miss anything, not to break anything. So I'm using puncher for the little spots. Let me check something. Okay, so yes, these are the same measurements, so I want to put together all that is actually the same. I tried myself few projects with the laser cutter, guys. It's actually not easy task, such a beautiful, great amount of detail. It's a great skill. So once again, great job. We ain't gonna trash anything, so if something is missing, it should be here. Timbered houses, guys. Great architecture. The structure of the house is quite interesting. It's a 2-floor house. Look at that, it's beautiful. Now, for the amount of pieces, it's quite a good pricing. I think it's not cheap, but the right amount of money, guys, for this. Little dormer windows, and I think this is it. So, yeah, let's check. Now we need glue. When I do this stuff, guys, I always use PVA glue together with instant super glue. I will use super glue for fix the wood, and in the distance the PVA glue will do the job, okay? Now we want to have all the pieces in the right position. Oh, come on. Okay, super neat, super nice. And we need also this part here, like that. Let's move on. Oh, slow, Giuliano, slow, please. It's too fast. Too fast. Let me watch this. I think we need to let it dry. Now the main construction in MDF is done and the fun part begins. First of all, shingles. If you don't know my technique for make shingles, check my tutorial, it's here. And with this technique, you can transform every roof in a beautiful fantasy medieval roof, okay? So first of all, the shingles. Then I have this. It's the little chimney that is actually in the kit. It's beautiful, but the bricks are too little, you can see it. And I want to cover this with some foam bricks. So yeah, this would be another interesting part. And then I want to rise all the house with a little, layer in bricks to change actually the final aspect and to integrate it better in my medieval town. So yeah, should be fun. Crack on. So the trick is I don't mind about the length. I just go with the flow very fast, very easy. And then when everything will be dry, I just cut the excess with the X-Acto knife. So in this phase it's important to go fast so this job doesn't get boring. Now I have these pieces, okay, that I'm gonna bend in the middle and then put on the top of the roof. Few pins can help. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. One of the most important techniques in building fantasy houses is the grout, is the timbered house technique. So you need to combine grout and timbers. First of all, the grout, the stucco. In Italia, we say stucco. Is this material that we put on bricks to homogenize and insulate the walls. We have several techniques and we have several results depending on how much you need the texture to show up. The technique is based on some mix that we are creating with some actual sand and paint and glue. Crack on! So everything is perfectly dry. We need to remove the pins. Okay, we are gonna start with this part here. Okay, not too much. Some PVA glue. Some aquarium sand. Quite a lot. Some baking soda. And some acrylic brown paint. So it's quite a lot of material, okay? Now we mix. Depending on the results that you want, you can add more sand. Now, the sand will give the texture to the wall, and the baking soda will create this hard rock consistency once it's dried. Now, with the spoon, I just put this on the surface that I want to. Of course, we don't need this on the wood, so we're gonna clean the excess that is on the wood. But this technique is very fast, so as you can see, maybe it's also a little bit messy, but now we just remove the excess with some paper. And with a brush, we just clean the wood. Okay? Like that. This liquid technique is beautiful on MDF because MDF tends to, to suck all the liquid very fast. You can also be more careful and put less, which is perfectly okay, even better. But the point of this technique is to be fast and to have this beautiful texture in no time. Of course, you need a dry time that is quite long. You don't need to care too much about the grout that is remaining on the wood, because at the end you can remove it with just a nail file, okay? So just focus on the walls. Now look at this. It's not even totally dried, but as you can see, the texture is beautiful. The baking soda is very used in decoupage technique. It's a secret ingredient that actually gives strength at your piece when you paint it. Is like, you know, when you use the chalk paint on some pieces, the baking soda is something that reacts with the water present in the acrylic paint, and yeah, at the end it hardens in a way that allows you to have pieces that are strong and very durable in time. You can actually abuse those pieces and they will never break, because it's a powerful mix. Baking soda and acrylic paint, remember that. The glue helps to attach the sand, basically. And the water, of course, is the medium that we use to put everything together. But basically, you see, I'm finishing 8 faces of the house in half an hour. Take your time, do a nice job. You can use also the brush to accentuate or just decrease the texture. At the end of the day, guys, you need easy and effective techniques. So this one is quite easy and effective. It's fast, which helps. It's incredible how fast is this mix to harden. It hardens very fast. Especially because the MDF is sucking out all the water, so yeah. Now I don't want to waste any of this powerful mixture, so I will use it a little bit on the base in the bigger spaces, like so. Okay, this will help also to have a beautiful texture on the walls. Now, the primer color choice is just up to you guys, and it very depends on your paint style, guys. I like dark, grim dark scenarios, so basically I like to use the primer in black. The black is beautiful because it goes in every corners, in every recess, and just gives all this, darkness bonus on your piece. Even if I need a lot of wood, so the brown would be a better choice for practical reason, I prefer have the dark and then retake with the brown. In this way I can control all the shades that I need. I will use Chaos Black can for all the wood parts, and then some black paint with a brush for the foam, because I'm afraid to melt the foam with the propellants that we have in the cans. So yeah, crack on. What a journey, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remember that this channel survives because you are supporting me and my work here. If you like my work, if you want to see more of my work, please consider to support me on Patreon. Tons of new content for you every week, guys, and you can also follow my fantasy modeling course. Okay? Thank you for watching, and till next time, happy crafting!